This is Station 1.3. Here are the deflections on the main robotic workstation.
Okay, copy. Thanks very much.
The crew is working down in the cupola getting the robotic workstation there set up. There is a twin version of this robotic workstation in the Destiny laboratory should they ever need to use it, but the crew obviously prefers the cupola because of the views there. They can see outside and see the vehicles quite a bit better than when they're in the Destiny laboratory. But here is a view of what they're looking at. Quite a bit of data there on the screen as they monitor the position of Dragon and get ready to release it coming up in about 40 minutes. This is Mission Control Houston, the coast of Africa and the Western Sahara coming into view there underneath the Dragon spacecraft. These two vehicles are 256 miles above the face of the Earth, heading down toward the southeast. We are now 36 minutes away from release time. As we continue to monitor, we want to remind you about Thursday's activities here on NASA television. We've got quite a busy day as the remainder of Expedition 35 gets ready to launch from the Baikonur Cosmodrome and head up to the International Space Station. The crew is Chris Cassidy, Alexander Mazurkin, and Pavel Vinogradov. They're going to be lifting off on Thursday. And the unusual thing is that this crew will be docking with the International Space Station the exact same day that they launch. This has not been done with the International Space Station before. It has been done with some Russian crews, but not in terms of the International Space Station. It has been tested out with this particular orbiting complex using the Progress vehicles over the last several missions. But here's a look at our broadcasts for that day. We will start our coverage at 2:30 p.m. Central Time with launch coverage. Launch is scheduled for 3:43 p.m. Central Time. Our second broadcast will begin at 8:30 p.m. Central Time with docking coverage. The actual docking with their Soyuz vehicle will take place at 9:32 p.m. Central Time. They're going to be docking with the Poisk module, part of the Russian segment of the International Space Station. And then our third and final coverage will begin at 10:30 p.m. Central Time with hatch opening coverage. That hatch will be opened at 11:10 or thereabouts. Earlier this morning, the Soyuz, with its rocket and spacecraft attached, did roll out from the Baikonur Cosmodrome. It is at the launch pad now. Our NASA photographers are on site. They have started uploading some images now. So we invite you to log in to Flickr.com. It is www.flickr.com/NASA-HQ-photo. That is NASA-HQ-PHOTO, NASA-HQ-photo. And see the images there. Of course, we'll have them later on this morning on nasa.gov/station. The SpaceX team in Hawthorne, California just conducted its go, no-go poll to put the spacecraft in what's called free drift.
Houston Station on 2 from the cupola. Step 1 is complete.
Copy. Thank you.
Free drift is where they basically inhibit all of the thrusters on Dragon and let it fly by itself with no sort of steering or anything like that. This is done as a safety precaution, especially while it's still attached to the arm. So that go was given. The next major step will be for the team here in Houston, under the direction of Flight Director Scott Stover, to perform their own go, no-go poll for release. We're coming up on that here in just a few minutes. The team has verified that Dragon is now in free drift, as we discussed just a few minutes ago. They are also, as you can see, they're verifying that the strobe light is on. This helps monitor the vehicle as it backs away from the arm.